First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes living together. Or is it a different way around? Hi, my name's Hannah, and my speech today is going to be over whether you should live together before or after marriage. Now, everybody talks about it. Do you live together with your significant other before you get married, or do you live together after you get married? This is a very controversial topic, especially with some religions. So, should you or should you not? Everybody says, wait, do not live with someone before you're married with them. Everybody has this persona or this generalization that if you live with someone, you're going to be caught up in all the romantic fantasies and get caught up in the romantic parts of it. But does it always happen? With living with someone, you go through the whole getting to know them better, understanding how they work better, understanding their different habits and how they do things and how you do things, and you work together to kind of make a cohesive bond. For example, I live with my boyfriend. We are not married, but we do live together. We've lived together for almost 6 years now, and it was very hard at first because my habits are different from his habits. Now that we live together, and we've lived together for so long, that now we just have one habit together. We do things in a certain way, and this has worked well for us. Now, I know some people don't always have that persona. They wait until marriage. They get married, and that's when they go to buy a house together, or they get an apartment together. But how do you know these person's quirks? How do you know how they work? How do you know how they operate? This creates a problem with how are they? Maybe you don't like the way that they are. Maybe you don't like certain things that they do. Maybe you don't like a certain scent of body wash they have. Maybe you just don't like it, but you're already married to them. So it's just one thing you have to kind of go along with. And then another aspect of it is when you share a house or an apartment, or you share a living space when you're living with someone, you understand how they are responsible or how they treat their responsibilities. So I know that how I treat my responsibilities with my money, and I also know how my boyfriend treats his responsibilities with his money. So it creates okay, this is how you are with yours, this is how I am with mine. We can live together and not have to worry about I don't really trust them, or what if they're not financially responsible? Because unless you live with someone, typically, you don't know how they are. So, there's this problem. Should I live with someone? What is going against it? I know there are some religions who do think that if you live together, there's this whole, you live together, there's fornication. Fornication is wrong in the Bible. Well, you shouldn't do it. And I have a lot of friends who also agree with that. And, one the other day said she would never live with her boyfriend before they're married because she doesn't want to offend her family, and then she doesn't want someone who doesn't want to offend his family, which is understandable. But why does everybody assume that fornication's happening? For example, what if somebody rented a 2-bedroom apartment with their boyfriend or girlfriend? One person can have each bedroom, and then once they get married, they can combine the bedrooms and do something else with the other room. So just kind of you live together, you're going to be doing some sexual things. That's just an assumption. It's not always a given. So that problem that was created is no longer a problem. So, some of the good benefits of living with someone before you're married is you understand how they work. You can understand how they treat their responsibilities and how their responsibilities are. And you can also understand and get to know them on a better level. I've been with my boyfriend for almost 7 years, and living with him for 6 of them, I've gotten to know exactly how he is and exactly how he operates. And it allows me to understand, okay, he's acting this way, this is happening. And it's also, he does the same thing with me. If I'm acting a certain way, he knows how I'm acting. And it just creates a nice bond between us to where I can trust him with everything. So that is my speech on if somebody should live together before they're married or after. And my stance on it is they should live together before they're married. Thank you.